Everybody see me pretty good? Check your tablet, see if we're up on Facebook.
Well, it says going live.
Oh, and okay.
Yeah, it says live. All right, so. Ooh.
We're testing. Hold up, guys. This is our first try. We're testing this out. Probably ought to make sure the volume is all the way up in this.
Okay.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Somebody's commented.
Yeah. It says testing, 1, 2, 3.
All right, awesome. All right. Looks like we got at least one person in the stream here going. How's it look, Amy? Is it coming through pretty good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I'm making bread. We'll be talking about what's going on with my vertigo. What we're doing on the homestead and food for us and the flock. So I got to remember to look at that, not Amy. All right, I got I think I got. Oh nope, I need a knife.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it automatically goes to Wi-Fi. All right.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay. It goes.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah.
There's going to be a delay on your side. So, for this recipe, I'm going to need 2.5 cups of warm water. Around 120 degrees. So let me go grab that real quick. Sorry, this is taking a little. I should have had this ready already. All right. So we add 2.5 cups. Two and a half cups of warm water and our active dry yeast. We're going to need 4.5 teaspoons. So I'll grab this out. One, two, and a half.
Do you want me to
Yeah, just
turn it a little bit?
nope. It looks like it's going good. Is there anybody chatting? That didn't work out very well, did it? This is what happens when you do live video. Let me mix that up a little bit. Works better with a regular whisk. I also need to add my sugar, which is 2 teaspoons. And we use this organic cane spun sugar. It just gives it a little better taste. We like the Alright, now we gotta let that set for about 5 minutes so we got time to talk. So I love homemade bread.
Yeah,
well, thank you.
Miss Lynn.
Alright, so let's...
You can actually see the chat on there?
Yeah, it puts it over there on the lower corner.
Oh, cool.
So,
Looks like you're looking up your nose, though. When you do that.
Okay, so my vertigo. It's pretty bad sometimes. Sometimes it's not too bad. I do get dizzy. I pretty, when I move, I'm like a balance beam. I have to sometimes put my arms out to keep my balance. I use a cane in the house most of the time. I also have a walker that I use in the house for when the vertigo is pretty bad. When it first happened, I was driving and I stopped at a red light and the whole world started spinning. It only lasted for a few seconds and stopped, and I was like, what in the world was that? But I thought it was just a fluke, so I started driving again, and it happened again. This time it was lasting a little longer. I managed to get into the turning lane because there was a gas station across the street, and I was hoping I could get in there safely. Luckily there was also no other cars coming the other direction, so I got in, got stopped. I went to call my boss to tell him what happened, to let him know that they're going to have to send somebody out there. Take these off, maybe that'll work better. I'm gonna have, they're gonna have to send somebody out there to get the truck or something, because and that I was gonna call 911. Matter of fact, they told me to call 911. Michelle did at the office. The glasses for some reason makes my vertigo worse, so I try not to walk when I have my glasses on. But by the time I got off the phone and called 911, it started spinning again, and this time it didn't stop. I was spinning so bad I was sick, trying to talk to the 911 operator to let him know what was, that I needed an ambulance, and I couldn't hardly even get out where I was. I couldn't even see where I was. I couldn't read the sign on the gas station to even tell them what gas station I was at. But somehow they found me. They got me to the emergency room, and through a lot of testing they finally got my spinning to stop for the most part, to where it was bearable. I spent 2 days with blindfold on. Couldn't even watch TV because of the spinning was so bad. The nausea they got under control. I take medicine now 3 times a day to try to keep from being too dizzy. If I don't take it, or if the medicine wears off before I take the next dose, I'm like a 2-year-old learning to walk again. I'm all over falling and everything else. It gets pretty bad. But I'm not letting this beat me. I have to retrain my brain how to walk. And I'm going to. This isn't a pity story, just to put it that way. I'm just kind of letting you guys know what's going on with, everything. They thought it was crystals in my ears, but the maneuvers worked a little bit to try to get the crystals back, but it didn't fix me completely. I'm still, again, have to walk with a walker or a cane most of the time. And so my regular doctor thinks it's something called Meniere's disease. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, Meniere's. Yeah.
Meniere's. That can be a little more permanent. Sometimes they can fix it pretty good with medication. Sometimes they can't. But if it ends up being Meniere's disease, it's not curable. But hopefully they can manage it and I can get back to work. I'm waiting to go to an eye, ears, and nose specialist.
No, ears, nose, and throat.
Ear, nose, what?
ENT.
ENT. I hate going to doctors and even dealing with them. But you got to get the okay from the insurance companies and all that stuff just to get in there to see them. And we've been waiting
about 4 days now.
4 days now just to get
the approval.
So, do we got any comments? I can't read this. I can't read the screen. So, but
did you get tested for any poison from the dart frog?
Oh, that wasn't a poison dart frog. After that comment got left, I researched it because I'm like, if we got poison dart frogs coming around here, I need to know what they are.
Yeah.
But we don't have those in our area, and that was just
at least for right now.
For right now,
yeah.
The way the invasive species are going, whoa, maybe one day we will. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm beating this. I'm out. I'm getting up. I'm not treating this like a vacation or laying around feeling sorry for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm setting my alarm to get up before dawn so I can have my cup of coffee. I put on work clothes and I go outside and I go to work just like I would be going to work, normally. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, I got to train my brain to do this.
Miss Lynn wants to know what type of frog was it?
Yeah, that was just I can't remember exactly what kind. It's more like a bullfrog or a what was it? It's one that's supposed to be really good in the garden. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah,
now.
you looked it up. I didn't, so I have no clue.
And I completely forgot now.
What's in a bullfrog?
Yeah, it
was pretty big.
It's like a water frog. I think you can even eat their legs or something like that, which I wouldn't do. I'd rather have them around.
We got plenty of swamp around here.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm going to beat this. I don't let nothing gets me down, at least not down for very long. Mm-hmm. Walking outside with a cane isn't the greatest. I have fell a couple times walking with a cane.
Yeah.
I've actually walked with a cane and a shovel, using the shovel as like a second cane, trying to do work. That actually helped pretty good. I was doing pretty good like that because I was actually sticking the shovel down into the ground a little bit, which it may not have made it more stable, but I felt more stable, put it that way. Placebo effect maybe been involved with that. Well, it's been 5 minutes, and I'm going to put this up so you guys can see it. You see the foam? That's what you're looking for. That means your yeast is now active. So, let me get this put back in here. And I'm going to put the dough hook on.
Miss Lynn says she's glad you're doing better and you have a strong attitude. That he does.
Well, you can't let things get you down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to beat that. You know, the only way you're going to beat it is to actually go out and, you know, make yourself better. So that's what I did. That's, you know, when
You've actually been doing really a lot better. You're starting to walk
Yeah.
around with no cane, but you're holding your hands out for balance still. So.
but it's working. You know, I'm getting better and better.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's going to work me the way I am right now because,
No, you can't drive.
you know, I'm an electrician, so I can't really do the jobs. I mean, what if I get dizzy and fall into a panel? I can't climb a ladder. But South Lake Electric, the company that I work for, you know, they are so patient and they work with me.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say how good these people are. There is just no words to say how good Jimmy is. Jimmy has even been looking up to try to help me figure out what's going on too. And he's given me suggestions, you know, to try to fix myself too. And they're holding my job for me. You know, they're like, well, we just need to know how long you're going to be out so we can put somebody and move somebody out of a different position into your position, you know, but we're not hiring anybody new to replace you.
Yeah.
You know, these people make me feel needed, and they make you feel appreciated, and that means a lot.
Yeah, it does.
That means more than money.
Yes.
You know, to me, that, you know, to actually know you're appreciated, and you know that they're going to work with you, you just can't beat it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's very
so.
true. Very
Try not to get emotional here.
You're
But-
making bread.
Yes, I'm making bread. Let's get back on track. All right. So I'm going to add. This calls for 2.5 teaspoons of salt. Or I am not, or not 2.5 teaspoons. Where's my salt at? Yeah, 2.5 teaspoons of salt. We are trying to cut down on the salt, so I am not going to put that much in it.
Well, you're making 2 loaves, right?
Yeah,
So.
that's still a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, that's about 1 teaspoon right there.
You think that's gonna be enough?
It'll be enough. It'll bring out the flavor.
Okay.
You know, we're trying to do low salt, trying to get everything, you know, trying to be healthy. Okay, now we need 6 cups of flour. This recipe just says to dump it in. I like to go slow.
Put your guard on.
So,
Then goes great community, great family. You have good support.
yes I do. And I'm dropping my cane.
You want me to pick it up so you
No,
don't
I'll-
step on it?
I'll get it.
Okay.
Alright, I'll add 1 cup. This calls for 6 cups. So I'll add like 3 cups right away. And this is just all-purpose flour. And just let that mix up a little bit.
You see Halloween's on top of the cabinet?
That is her favorite place to be. And that is also why Amy is constantly wiping down the counters.
Well, we don't use that counter except for
Making coffee pretty much.
making coffee and like storing stuff because of that.
They stay off the rest of the counters. It's just that one they jump.
That's because it's easy access.
And you know, the rest they actually do pretty good. All right, so that's mixing up there pretty good now. And I'll add another 2. And then I'll add the last one slowly, just to.
Yes, marshmallow.
Alright. Well, we're going to let that mix some. Hopefully you guys, it's not too loud for you. So, where was I at? Oh, working outside. Yesterday we went by a thrift store because we were looking for a stainless steel pot for Amy to make soap with. And we couldn't find a pot. We were just trying to find a cheap pot. You know, we didn't want to use our cooking ones, but it looks like I have an older one that she can use.
Yeah.
But I found a walker for $3, almost like the one I have, and it looked practically brand new. So I bought the walker. So now I have 2 walkers, but I had an idea for this one. I went out to the pole barn where I have an old push mower that doesn't work anymore, and I stole the 2 big back tires off of it, and I put those on the walker.
You know what? I just thought of something. What about the ones in the front?
That's what I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out and get those and put them
on
front.
the other side.
It works pretty good, but the back, the little stoppers still, they don't slide very good on the dirt. So I'm going to get another set of, I'm going to get the other set of wheels off of it. I'll have to drill some holes, and I'm going to mount those on the back legs so that I can just roll it. All right, so let's just see what we're doing. See what we got here. Too bad you guys can't really see inside. But what you're looking for.
Take it. Take the camera up. You got a little bit of lane.
All right. If you look here, it's starting to pull up the up on the hook, but you want it to start pulling off the side of the bowl. So I'm going to get another cup.
Is that positioned okay?
Yeah, this position's pretty good, I think. And it actually looks down into the bowl a little better. And I'm going to put about half of it in there and let it go.
Don't forget the Burke.
Don't forget the what?
B-R-E-K-E. What is that? Or is that, don't forget
This recipe is 2 teaspoons sugar, 1.5 teaspoons dry yeast, 2.5 cups warm water, 6 cups all-purpose flour.
Oh, break. Don't forget the break.
The brick?
Break. Like
break.
Hand, like a, on the
a handbrake.
Handbrake.
This one doesn't have a handbrake. The walker doesn't have a handbrake. I'm not that worried about it. But if it ends up being a problem, I'll rig one up. I can figure out how to do a brake. I don't care if I have to. We got some old bicycles. I'll set up a bicycle brake. But I'm a bit of a tinkerer and backyard engineer. So, all right. Let's take a look at this dough now.
Wait, easy.
Oops. You can see here it's pulling away a lot better, and it's riding up the hook. So we're almost there. Let's set it back.
Yeah, make sure you're positioned.
There we go. And I'm gonna put the rest of the flour in. And it's starting to pull away a little better now. I love this mixer. I got it last year for Christmas.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it last year for Christmas. I don't know how I lived without it. So I'm going to put this flour up. Oh yeah, let's take a look here. That is what you're looking for. So now we need to let this knead. I like to drop it down at a lower speed, and we're going to let this knead for about 5 minutes.
Speaker's positioned.
All right, so that's gone. Let's see what else has been going on.
That thing's loud.
Yeah, it is loud, but they're all loud.
What do you want to put in here?
Oregano.
Oregano.
Amy is, we haven't got the video up yet, but our cassava, we've been really excited about that. We got cassava flour here we made. We'll be posting that up next week. And I wish I could see what was going on. Yes, I am a handyman. I'm an electrician, but I'm also plant maintenance. So I know hydraulics, pneumatics, welding, fabricating. I've worked as carpenter, a roofer. I'm one of those jacks of all trades. So, but if I need something, I'm going to do it. And you know, it's like before we started this, I didn't know anything about gardening or permaculture or anything like that. And I just studied everything I possibly could get a hold of, watched every YouTube video I could to figure out what to do, you know, and how to grow our own food. I you know, as a kid we had some chickens, you know, but as an adult I've never had our own chickens or knew what to do with it. So that has been a learning experience. We're doing more meat birds. So we just put another batch out in the brooder, and we'll be butchering. We were going to butcher this weekend, but I'm a little dizzy and I'm not quite satisfied with the size of the Cornish cross yet. I think with this heat, I don't think we're going to do it. We're not going to raise them anymore in the middle of summer or towards the end of summer.
Yeah, well, we thought it was going to get a lot cooler too.
But yeah, they haven't been eating like the other ones have, so they haven't gotten as big. But I'm surprised they seem to forage more than what the other ones were doing too. So, you know, that's a good thing too. You know, that's less feed for us to feed them. All right.
How's it looking?
The dough is looking wonderful.
Nice.
Now, the reason we're trying this new recipe, because this is supposed to be it's a real simple loaf bread. See how that has all come together? It's not sticking to the sides. That's a really good. All right, so now I'm gonna need a bigger bowl than that.
What do you need, honey?
I'm gonna need my that red plastic bowl that I used, the big one.
The big one? All right, I'll grab it.
All right. Yeah, well, I think we're probably going to give them another few days, maybe another week before we butcher. so we can get the most meat out of them we can. So what I like to do, I just swirl a little olive oil. Olive oil is the only oil I use. My cholesterol used to literally be through the roof. I started using just olive oil, and not even really sparingly. And my cholesterol is now down at normal levels. My good cholesterol was bottomed out. Now my good cholesterol is up, back at a normal level. I even use it in the deep fryer. I don't use the extra virgin or the virgin olive oil in that. I use the light olive oil. It doesn't smoke like the virgin or the extra virgin olive oil, so you can actually deep fry in it pretty good. I haven't had any issues with it scorching or anything like that, because you hear you can't deep fry or fry in olive oil. Well, I'm telling you, I've been doing it for years now. So what I'm going to do is get the dough out. And I'm just going to lay it in and flip it over a couple times.
Ooh, looks good.
And we're going to put that. Should we use the dehydrator or should we put it up on the...
Well, the dehydrator does good. It's meant for proofing, so it does a good job.
I always use that, so that's what we're going to do. We'll get the...
Take your time.
Get the dehydrator.
Take your time.
I am. Get the dehydrator ready. I feel safe in my kitchen. Safer than most places. There's something close by I can grab a hold of.
You just don't grab the table, because that table has no brakes.
Well, I can actually break that. I can put the brakes on the table.
Yeah. Do you need me to move that stuff on the dehydrator?
No, I can do that.
Okay.
All right.
Put it over there by my purse. Just make sure the cats can't jump on it.
Dropped one of your loofah seeds. You got it on there somehow.
I don't have loofah seeds.
Well, what are these little...
The little white ones?
Yeah.
That's moringa.
Oh, moringa seeds?
Yeah, those are moringa seeds.
Oh, okay. I dropped a moringa seed.
I gotta put them in a little baggie.
Amy is the seed saver of the family.
Mm-hmm.
You see this here? This is all seeds from the loofahs.
The last of them.
And you have another bag full somewhere.
No, I got a jar full over here. Look,
Oh.
and in baggies.
Yeah.
So,
All right. I need a towel to lay over top of that.
do you want me to get one from the,
Yeah, why don't you get one of the older ones?
Okay.
You know what? No, don't worry about it. I don't need it.
Are you sure?
I don't need it in this because I put a pan of water under it.
Easy, easy.
Okay. Give me that green saucer. I hope you guys can hear us all the way over there. So, put the sauce or the saucer in there with a little bit of water in it. That keeps the humidity up. That way we don't have to put a towel down. And I gotta set this to right at 100 degrees. Do we still have anybody in the
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Cool.
I'm keeping up with the comments. Don't worry, honey.
Let me know what some of them are. So.
Turn on that other light over there. So you got more. There you go.
Can they see better?
They can see better. Well, I'm not playing the video, so I'm keeping up with the comments.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna let that go for a half an hour. Actually, it says a half an hour, but
That should only take like 15 minutes.
yeah, that should only take 15, 20 minutes because when I do bread that it's, that says let it rise for an hour, that thing gets it done in a half an hour. It doubles. You just got to let it double the size.
You mean if it takes a half an hour?
If I have to put it up to sit for an hour,
Oh, okay. I see.
and I put it in the dehydrator, the Excalibur, best money we spent. It only takes a half hour to double the dough
See,
inside.
that's why you're the cook.
Yep. So
'Cause I'll mess it up.
this is supposed to make 2 loaves. So, and quite frankly, we bake all of our own bread. We don't buy bread in the store anymore. Take these glasses off. We don't buy bread in the store anymore. So, I'm going to get another batch started here.
That's just one? I thought you doubled the recipe.
I did. That the original recipe only made 1 loaf.
So we have 2 loaves.
So we have 2 loaves in there.
All right.
So I want to have a couple loaves.
Okay.
I want to have 1 loaf out. We're going to freeze it. The reason we're trying this recipe is the milk and honey bread and some of the other ones. The bread did not freeze well. It was great when it was fresh, but as soon as you froze it and you let it thaw out, it would crumble and it didn't hold together.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a really simple, sandwich bread recipe. And this one, I haven't done one like this before. You actually have to let it rise 3 times instead of just 2.
See, before you and I met, I did this recipe when I was living in the apartment because my kids wanted fresh bread.
Yeah. So this is going to be a new one, and if you guys stick around, whoever sticks around, you might be able to see how it ends up. All right, so we're going to start back out with the yeast, and we're going to do 4.5. This is a new recipe, so I gotta 2, 3, 4 and a half. Notice how I measure so super precisely. Alright, and then we have 2 teaspoons of sugar. I saw in one of the groups, the Facebook groups that I'm in, another YouTuber has mastered the Hawaiian bread, which I came close, but it's just not the same. So I'm going to be watching that video as soon as I get a chance, and I'm going to steal it. I make no bones about that. If somebody has a great recipe and you share it, I'm stealing it. So, all right, so we got that, and I need, what was it again? 2.5 cups of warm water.
Yeah, you are walking better.
Yeah. I still feel a little wobbly. And there's not too much light in here.
Well,
The light really.
well, like I told you the other day, the reason when you go from inside a store to outside, your eye is adjusting from being wide open because it's darker to being narrow, and that's going to probably throw off your equilibrium a little bit.
As long as I don't move too fast.
Don't trip over the cat.
Yes. The whiny cat.
That's your buddy now. Halloweenie. Hi, Halloween.
We have 3 inside cats, and we just got a outside cat. The inside cats are Marshmallow, which is all white with a stub tail. Halloween, and
Which is all black.
and then Foxy, which is, we believe, has some Mancoon in her, because she don't even hardly act like a cat. She acts more like a dog than a cat.
She's like so chill.
Yeah, she's literally 420 chill. I mean, I think she's got some catnip hidden somewhere, if you know what I mean. Alright, so we're going to get that mixed up. We got the sugar, the yeast, and the warm water. And we are just waiting for it to start bubbling. Alright, so what else? Okay, we're expanding the food forest. I have a lot more time out there.
You've been getting a lot of stuff done on that honey-do list.
Yes, that's one thing. I move a little slow. Well, okay, I move a lot slow. And I take a lot of breaks. But I'm figuring out ways of getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's part of retraining your brain. You know, the more I'm out there working, they say with this Meniere's disease, you want to get out and do some hiking. You want to do a lot of, you know, moving around. That's why you got to get your brain recentered, you know, to be able to adjust. So that, you know, I'm not a hiker. I'm a 300-pound man. I'm not going to go be doing a lot of hiking. Plus, where am I going to hike here in where we're at?
I know plenty of places to
I'll
hike.
be hiking in the swamp. Plus, I have too much work to do.
I'm an avid hiker myself.
Amy keeps adding to my honey-do list. I'll never get it all done.
That's so I don't have to do it.
But without working a 40-hour job, I'm able to get a lot done around here that I've been wanting to get done. Like again, sometimes it's taking me 2, 3, or 4 times longer to do what I could do before, but I'm getting it done. I will have my brain retrained, and like I say, this shall pass.
Yeah.
And so we're going to get through this. Won't be easy. Hopefully I can get some short-term disability if it is Meniere's disease. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's not. Everything is pointing to it, but I'm really hoping that's not what I have.
Yeah.
And that the E nose and throat.
Just say E-N-T.
ENT. I keep messing up. I'm wanting to say EMT. ENT doctor will have some, you know, because they got a lot more tests than what the hospital did on me, and what the family physician could do. So, and more expertise. So I'm hoping he can do a couple things, say, oh no, you don't have that, and fix me, and I can go to work the next day. Or at least in the next few days. That is what I'm hoping for. But I'm preparing for the worst.
Yeah.
But so it's like, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, you know, and hopefully maybe it'll be something in between. So that's our plan. Let's see, what else? What else have we been going on?
So in the food forest.
Oh, the cassava. I got a lot of cassava. If you've been watching our videos,
Yeah.
I cut those stalks up, you know, and we've got cassava planted all over the place. So I'm really hoping to get a lot of cassava next year. That it just blew my mind. We, you know, wait till you see the video of us making cassava fries. That'll be out soon. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention. Another thing I wanted to mention is we started a Patreon account. The Patreon account, you just go to patreon.com, look up Food Forester. We only have one tier. I don't know if you're familiar with Patreon. Patreon has like a couple different tiers. It's a subscription base. I've only done one tier so far on there, and it's $1 a month. That's it. Just $1 a month. And you will get all the videos that we make as soon as I edit them and put them up on YouTube. I put the videos up on YouTube as unlisted. So I usually have 2 or 3 videos at a time at least. I'm probably going to have a lot more than that now that I have more time for editing. But I have a few videos up there at least before they publish. As we publish on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays when we make our videos public. One video, you know, each of those days. And but if you become a patron on our Patreon account, you will have access to all the videos as soon as they are uploaded to YouTube, before anybody else sees them. I figured that's, you know, if you like our stuff and you don't have time or scheduling messes you up to where you can't watch on those, you know, you like to do a little binge watching, you can catch up, you know, go to Patreon. That puts you right to our unlisted video, and you can watch the video before it comes out.
Pastor Don wants to know, where did you get your cassava starts?
I got that down at the ROP in Tampa. They had it in one pot. I think I paid $10 for it, and it had 3 stalks in it. And when I pulled it out, I pulled it out to replant it. 3 of the stalks was growing good. Plus, it had a little thing with roots, and you know, had to come up out of it that wasn't connected to the stalks. So I planted all 4 of those in one large tire and let it go. So, you know, a lot of these shows, like the ROP, the homesteading shows and stuff like that, you can get those from. I have it, when we did the video on ROP, in that video, I said who we got the cassava from, who we purchased it from. Right off the top of my head, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look to see. But it's in the comments. Everybody that I talked to, I tried to put links to them so that, you know, you can get them. But I got I think I got a pretty good deal, $10, and I ended up with 4 pieces of cassava, you know, 4 plants, and hopefully if these grow like they're supposed to, you're supposed to be able to just cut them and shove them into the ground and they grow. So hopefully we'll have a whole lot more next year, and when I harvest those, I will probably be making some starts in pots this time, and we might even do a giveaway, you know, do a contest and do a giveaway and send people, you know, send somebody that wanted some.
I got plenty of loofah seeds.
Yeah, we're probably going to. I would like to start doing more of those and send stuff out. And we also have a PO box. So if you want us to wear your T-shirt or a hat,
stickers,
send them to our P.O. box, and we'll wear them on one of our videos and show them off. I like to help everybody out. Anybody that stops by to ask questions to us or anything, I end up giving them a whole tour of everything that we grow.
Show that again.
Yeah, this is a cassava flour that we made.
Out of all those.
Well,
except for the ones we made fries out of.
It wasn't a huge harvest. Remember, this was our first thing. I don't think I had the best soil in it. Mm-hmm. It is very drought tolerant, though. So.
It'll work. It'll work good on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Oh yeah, it'll grow great there.
Yeah. They're about the same. They're a zone above us.
Yeah, but
Zone A.
They grow it up in North Florida. It grows in North Florida fine, so it should grow there. I think somebody told me they even grew it in South Georgia. So. Yeah,
but that's still Zone 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I would think if he's on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, if you're above. I would say if you're above Wiggins, it might be iffy.
But if you're close to the Gulf,
if you're along Biloxi, Ocean Springs, Gulfport,
that's going to keep you a little warmer, so you should be really good with that.
Yeah.
I
actually spent 10 years in Biloxi, so I kind of know the area.
Yeah, she's a Katrina survivor. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you what, anytime there's a hurricane in the Gulf, I know about it. And I hear about it constantly. But this is what we're looking for again. Look at that foam. So this batch is ready to go. And that was way over 5 minutes.
Well, yeah.
But all right.
Oh, he's a basic. Yeah, you should be able to grow it there.
I'm going to take a quick look
at the other one.
At the other one and see what we got. I still get a little dizzy once in a while. Oh yeah. See this? What's supposed to take a half hour to raise, I don't think it was even in there 15 minutes. So this is our first.
Did you want to unplug it while you're waiting?
No, because I got to put this right back in.
Okay.
So we're going to punch this down. And then flip it over, and it's going right back in.
Take your time.
I am. I'm going to wash my hands because I got greasy hands now. Oh yeah, when we're talking about cassava, I want to thank everybody on Facebook and all the groups that I'm in, that I posted the video of our cassava harvest. I got so many recipes from people all over the world. I had no clue how many people liked our, watch our videos. Sorry about that. But we are looking forward to eating mashed cassava. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like it would be like the equivalent of a potato cake, deep fried. That it sounded absolutely delicious. I watched some of these videos. I'm not going to remember them by the time I'll remember what they are, and I'll have to look them back up again. But so many recipes, sliced up, fried with onions, and like fried potatoes, and some really cool Jamaican recipes, some recipes from Asia, South America. I mean, we got so many different ethnicities use cassava around the world. I mean, it's kind of known in a lot of countries as poor people's food. I'm happy to be a poor person if I eat cassava, because let me tell you what, I absolutely loved it. I want to try making mashed cassava.
I want more fries.
We can't talk about that video yet, because we want people.
Give everybody a heads up.
Let me tell you what our reaction was, because we waited. We didn't taste or anything. We actually did a taste test on it on camera, and I was a little iffy about it. Because quite frankly, I wasn't sure I was even cutting the stuff up right, and I found out after I got it all peeled, I was peeling it all wrong. Because I seen somebody peeling with a potato peeler in one of the videos, so that's what I started with, until I had a crease in one that I couldn't get the potato peeler in, so I cut it with a knife and kind of popped it out, and the whole thing peeled like a banana. Oh, I was mad. I didn't show it, but...
Hi, guys.
You gotta come over here. I don't know if they can see you.
Hi, guys. See?
Really? She's a camera hog, guys. All right. So let's get back to this. All right, let's get the hook in here.
Oh, we got people coming over for lunch. Wanda's coming.
Okay, so pop this up. We're going to add our salt. Again, it calls for 2.5. I'm only putting about a half a teaspoon in. About. I use my technical measuring cup there. Measuring spoon. Okay.
That doesn't help them when they're trying to, do it the way you're doing it.
You know what?
Their hand is not as big as yours.
I hand wrote this. So here it is. I'm going to leave it up here so you guys can go back into the video later and write it down. My cheat sheet.
We can always put it into descriptions later.
Yeah. When we go back in and edit it, we'll put it in the descriptions. So, where I left, okay, 6 cups of flour.
Miss Wanda wants to know, is cassava diabetic friendly?
It is a starch. It is what they make. It's what they make tapioca out of. Starches turn to sugar, so I doubt it is diabetic friendly. It's probably a lot better than potatoes, but I don't know. That's something really needs to be researched. So far, me or Amy, either one, do not have sugar problems, but it runs in my family, and that's why we are trying to eat as good as we can, as healthy as we can. We've all but cut out white potatoes. We might have white potatoes, once a month, if that, once every 2 months. We eat sweet potatoes, and we eat a lot less of that. To us, sweet potatoes is almost a main dish. We ate so much of it. Now we got it down to where when we have sweet potatoes, we have just a little bit. Well, I have a little bit. Amy has a little bit more. But, all right. 1.
GDP's in the house.
All right. 2.
Shouldn't you have that going?
3. I had it going before, but it was so wet at 4 cups that it didn't. I wasn't sure about it the first time, so I put it in slower as I went. Now at 4 cups, it was still soupy enough that I can dump the 4 cups in to start with easily. So here we go. We're going to let that work in there pretty good. Now where do we leave off? Oh, we're still talking about cassava.
We're having company coming over.
Okay. Hey, we love company. Come on over.
Both Wanda and Ozark Mountain Goats want to come on over.
We don't have any more wild boar to take out of the freezer, but
we got chicken we can barbecue,
and
we got quail.
Yeah, we can have some quail. Y'all come over. We'll have quail and fresh bread, Asian yard-long green beans,
and those purple sweet potatoes that we grew, the humongous things.
The huge purple sweet potatoes.
The Makaila?
The Hawaiian purple sweet potato.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Alright, that is going up really good.
Jim and Jessica are going to come too.
Hey, more the merrier. I got some holes to dig.
Well, you can dig them. I think Jim's tired of digging holes. Is that the last one? You did 4, 5. So
that's 5 in there. I'm just waiting for that to incorporate a little better, and then we'll add the last one. I add half of it, and then I'll add the other half. Well, we need to put a new roof on it. Jim's good at that. We know that.
Yeah. Bring over the extra tin.
And our place isn't. Our roof isn't as big as what he did.
No.
So, wow, that was a job.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was interesting to watch.
Yes.
And I loved the way he did the timbers, burning the timbers, to treat them. That is awesome. Keeps the insects away from them. I do not know if that would work here in Florida.
We only have to worry about termites. That's the only thing I
Yeah, but we have Formosan termites now.
Yeah.
Formosan termites will eat an oak tree, a live oak tree.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah, unfortunately, most of the stuff that we're going to be doing is pressure treated. I hate the stuff. But on any building and stuff like that, we're not going. I won't use it in raised garden beds.
Yeah.
That's just I ain't going to do that. That's even though the newer stuff, the newer pressure treating ain't supposed to be as bad. I just don't want my food growing in that. We know that leaches into the ground.
Yeah. And it would actually leach more than the tires.
Well, the tires leach very, very slow.
Yeah, but we
especially-
don't plan on using these tires forever. So eventually,
No.
once we get the ditches taken care of, we'll be better off.
Yep.
We can start pulling out those tires.
Pull out the tires, add soil around them, and hopefully be tire free.
Yeah.
But I'll find some kind of use for them.
Oh,
We
yeah.
believe in recycling, repurpose, and reuse.
We could easily hang the tires on trees and use them as planters, especially for the dragon fruit and the passion fruit.
Yeah. So yeah, we're We've got lots of plans.
If not, we'll just dispose of them properly.
It's coming together pretty good.
Do you want to show them?
Well,
Jim says he's ready to lend a hand.
there's the dough. Not quite where I want it yet. So I'm going to add the other half.
Make sure you're centered.
Back where we're at. Yeah, that's good.
Miss Wanda wants to know if we're going to be making cassava bread.
Yes, we will be doing a video on that. We will be making flatbreads, and hopefully we have enough. Somebody sent me a video on making a cassava cake. It's not a raised cake, it's kind of a flat cake, but it's a sweet cake.
Ooh.
And so I'm going to drop that down. I thought that sounded weird. I had that on number 3. I only supposed to be on number 2. But I drop it down to number 1, and we'll let that knead for another 5 minutes.
But yeah, back to the cassava cake.
Oh, it's a sweet cassava cake. And, oh no, she didn't send me the recipe. Her mother makes it, and her mother won't come off of the recipe. So I'm gonna have to research and find the recipe to make it. It might have to wait till next year because I don't think we're gonna have enough.
No, but we can definitely try making some flatbreads out of it.
Yeah, I want to try. I found some tortilla because we love taco night. So my son absolutely loved tacos. I'm most excited about the cassava is because I like making my own bread, and I will continue to make this bread, but we will have to buy the flour. But we want to be more sustainable. We don't have enough land here to grow enough wheat to, make our own flour. So we're going to grow cassava, and hopefully have enough cassava to make our own breads. Because there's not only tortillas, there's other types of bread, flat breads you can make out of it. So we're excited about it. We want to be as sustainable as possible. Okay. We ordered this one. I don't think it is quite the right one for this one.
Well, you know what? That only happens when you're using that attachment. When you're using the other attachments, you don't have that problem.
Well, I think the dough pops up.
Yeah.
The dough rides up and does it.
Like it is now?
Yeah. But this is what you want your dough to look like. Try to get it here so you can see it. It's pulled away from the sides of the bowl and is looking great. So
GDP stated they're gonna, I guess, we might make mesquite flour. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Mesquite?
Flour.
Yeah, because the mesquite makes a nut or something like that. Is that what, I guess, because you can make flour out of certain nuts.
Mm-hmm.
We're out here in Florida. The only thing we know about mesquite is you can use it to smoke your meats with. But I'm pretty sure we watched their video because they did a video. They're plant and animal.
Native plants and animals.
Native plants and animals. We love that. I know you guys said it didn't.
He goes, it's from the pods of the mesquite tree. So
yes.
You're thinking along the same line. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's native to your area.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can do something that's native, the better. So, all right, we got that. Now.
Did you need to put the lid on this or no?
Yeah. Let's check our first batch. Look at that.
Ooh.
Okay.
Take your time. Yeah. Just take your time walking, honey.
Yeah.
Now, is this the third
This is
proofing?
no.
Or
This is the second.
Second proofing.
All right. So this time we're going to punch it down. See how I got it punched down there, and move this back over here out of the way. So take here. Move that over there now. So now.
You want to move the chair so that
Yeah, I'll move it so I can.
that way they can see what you're doing. Poke, poke, poke. Now comes the messy part.
This is the part Amy hates. Get a little bit on your hands. Pour. And cut it in half. And now, honey, do you want to do me a favor and go get one of those towels?
Oh, yeah. Do you need just one or two?
Just one.
Okay. Yes, I'll go get you.
You want to roll this up, pinch the ends so it's sealed. And just kind of want to roll it around.
There you go. I got you a red one.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to be
Oh,
able
no!
I'm not going to be able to use my smaller ones. These are pretty good sized loaves. Well, you know what?
I say, go ahead and do it anyways.
I think we can make
You want to make 4?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I have 3.
So you got more room. And I'll set this right up there. Are they able to see it? Yeah. Hi, guys.
I have 3 pans here. And I have my baker's joy.
Yeah. That's like the best thing we ever found.
They see me pretty good?
Yeah.
I think so.
If you want me to turn it, just let me know.
Alright. I'll spray these down with the baker's joy. I know it ain't the most sustainable stuff, but it sure beats buttering and oiling it and then trying to dust it with flour, and you end up with clumps of flour stuck to the side. So here's our first loaf. This was the one that I trying to add two pieces together, so it's going to be a little more.
That's okay. If it comes out funny, it's still, as long as it tastes good, we'll still eat it. Bread is bread.
I try to pinch all the seams. Get the air out of it. Might be slightly smaller.
That's okay.
To the loaf. And now, my second favorite spot.
Where you want me to turn it?
Show it up here. To raise bread is on top of our freezer. The top of it is nice and warm, usually. Plus, it's higher in the.
Easy. Take your time.
It's higher. You know, the higher you go, the warmer it is in your house. Trust me, I know, because some of y'all watching, I probably put ceiling fans up in your house. If any of my customers are watching. What did you do with?
It's on top of the hydrator.
All right. So now, I just lay a towel over it and let it rise.
Okay. Tell me if I'm positioned, okay?
Yeah, that should be good. So, back again, I'm going to add just a little bit more oil here. See, I'm kind of doing it in a ball. And then I put it in the bowl. The oil is, spin it around a little bit, flip it over, get the top a little oil. And now you got its oil all the way around. And for those of y'all just coming on, this is our Excalibur dehydrator. Works perfect for raising bread, proofing bread. I have a saucer in here with water in it, so it keeps it humidity up, so you don't have to cover the the dough. And we'll put this right in there for our first. I don't think it took 15 minutes the first time. This dough rises pretty fast.
You doing okay?
Yeah. So.
Gotta put the lid on.
Put the lid on.
Yeah.
Do we just want to do 4 loaves?
Yeah, let's just do these, and then
All right.
we'll see how they come out, because we gotta. I don't want to be making too much, and
Right.
because you want to do pumpkin bread too, or zucchini bread.
Well, we
Tonight?
could do that. You want to do another live later on tonight?
Well, no.
All right, I'll just do the pumpkin. I ain't gonna put you through. I mean, I already got a video. I think we did a video of my pumpkin bread, didn't we?
I don't know. We've done so.
You know
We'd
what?
have to look in our
Let's
playlist.
make one if we did. We'll look and see. If we didn't, maybe I'll do a video tonight of our pumpkin bread to put.
Yeah.
You want to do zucchini pumpkin bread or We got the acorn squash too that makes really.
And we
good
still
bread.
have the bananas too from the bananas that we harvested this year.
Oh, the ice cream bananas. Yeah, I bet
So we
that.
can make a couple different varieties.
Yeah, right now we're making our own desserts. Money's tight
Mm-hmm.
with me not working, so
Yeah.
another reason to be as sustainable as possible because you never know what life is going to throw at you.
Mm-hmm.
What, Daddy?
Huh?
Baby?
Hi, Braden.
Right here, you want to come say hi? Well,
Yeah, hold on.
he's busy.
Yep.
All right, so why that is rising, I'm going to crack an egg. Because this calls for an egg wash on top. Most of the egg washes that I've ever done before.
Oh, I moved it out of your way. Just put in a if you want to put in a trash can or in that
No, I'll put it over here.
your
I like to save all the eggs, shells, to save all the eggshells for either the chickens or the compost pile. Waste not, want not. So this says just to lightly beat and do an egg wash on these.
Do you need to get the oven set? Or not yet?
Probably not yet.
Okay.
Because it's going to take a little while for that to raise.
Wait a minute. So they can see what you're doing.
And what was my temperature? 425 for the first 12 minutes and 350 for the next 15 minutes. Or until the bread sounds hollow. So, hard to do with my glasses, but I think I'm right there at 425.
Well, your glasses are on your neck. Remember we bought you that thing? You just can't walk with your glasses on.
Yeah. 425. Yep, we're good.
Oh, by your Halloweeny.
I'm going to move this rack.
Do you want to take that pizza thing out?
No, I like that because that heats it up and it gets the bottom of the. It keeps the bottom of the bread nice and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where am I going to put this?
Go ahead and set it over there on. Oh, that'll work too.
Set it right up there. Okay. So that's heating up. Our bread is rising. What's else going? What is
Am I centered? Sorry.
right there? Okay, so what else is going on, Amy?
Well, let's see.
I
I got
think-
my Jeep back.
Yeah. Why I was.
Oh, we found out the new turkeys and the new chickens ended up getting fowl pox again.
Yeah,
or they got it. The old once they have it, they don't get it again. But
Yeah, fowl pox.
what time is breakfast tomorrow?
Fowl pox is pretty nasty for the chickens. They'll get the brown spots or the dark spots on the what do you call it? Slipping.
It looks like scabs.
Yeah, they'll get the scabs around
On
their beak, around their eyes, on their cone,
Mm-hmm.
and but that they can usually fight off.
Yeah.
The problem is if your chickens get that, those scabs will fall off, and if another chicken picks that up and eats it, and they swallow it, it becomes an internal infection
Mm-hmm.
that they'll most likely die from.
Yeah.
Before we got it under control, little bit, my favorite, and I think Amy's favorite little chicken, the Silky, the only one that lived because the other Silky got it.
Yeah. Before we knew, but at the time, we were having so much crap going on in our house.
Yeah, we didn't catch it in time to separate the chickens that had the fowl pox. So when you start seeing those scabs, separate those chickens out.
And just give them extra electrolytes and
Yeah, we give them honey in the water,
apple
cider vinegar. We also get from Tractor Supply this stuff that has electrolytes and things like that in it. But if they eat one of the scabs and swallow it and they get the internal infection, it's like a really bad, super bad cold. They'll stop eating, they'll get lethargic, and if you don't catch it in time, they will die. It is a lot harder for them to come back from that than it is the exterior infection of the fowl pox.
But once they get it and they get over it, they don't get it again.
Yeah.
It's only the new ones.
Yeah. But a little bit got it, the internal infection, and we brought her in here. We caught it in time before it got bad. And luckily Amy was out there feeding, and she heard, they'll actually make a cough and sneeze noises.
Yeah.
And she made that noise, and Amy snatched her up, hollered for me. I came and grabbed her, and we put her in the little inside brooder, and we made up our cocktail, and their eyes will also get puffy and pussy. And we doctored her up, we babied her, and we actually saved her, so that makes us feel a lot better.
Russ from Happy Off Grid, Colorado, the city says say hi.
Hi guys.
Miss Lynn wants to know, where do they get it from?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes. Yes.
Mosquitoes is where they get the first infection, the exterior infection. If we have several,
around us.
several
Within
people around
miles.
us that have chickens, and then also not even 5 miles away, there is a huge chicken farm that has like
thousands.
No, we're talking millions.
Yeah.
Each one of the houses hold 1.5 million egg-laying chickens, and then on top of, and I think it's like 6 or 8 of those houses.
Yeah.
Because I've rewired those things before, and if they have an infection outbreak there, and the mosquitoes, they will migrate a long way. They'll get in people's cars, and ride in the cars, or the animals. So mosquitoes can travel.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, they can travel quite a bit, especially out here in the country. So if they infect the farm, a little ways from them, and then another, more people with chickens, it'll just daisy chain right to you. So especially in the summertime when the mosquitoes are bad is when you really got to watch for it.
Yeah. 2 of our turkeys got it, and they're recovering just fine.
Yeah, the turkeys fought it off really good.
Yeah. I was worried about one, but the next day he was way better.
Well, they're bigger, they're stronger, they seem to be a little more resilient, I think, than... what really blows my mind is the Cornish cross.
Yeah.
We had already let our next batch that we're supposed to be butchering this weekend, but we're putting it off for maybe another week, maybe next weekend we're going to do it. But we had already put them out in the yard because we put our Cornish cross out with our other chickens so they'll forage. I know we've heard a lot of people say that don't put Cornish cross in with heritage chickens because the heritage chickens will pick on them. We haven't had that problem. This is our 3rd batch of Cornish cross with no problems at all. We just wait until they get up close to the size of the other chickens, half the size to 3/4 of the size, which don't take them very long. Put them out there. They're out on the grass. They're doing good. We haven't had any problems with the the hawks getting them because they're pretty skittish and they hide pretty good. So we did have one get my one of my naked necks that a customer gave me. I was pretty upset about that. Amy actually caught some of that on video. So
Yeah.
Hawk's lucky I wasn't around.
That was partly my mistake. I didn't think that would happen.
What it is we have 2 yards, and we try to keep the yards big enough to where they don't destroy every bit of grass on it, but still small enough to where they're together so that the hawks can't pick somebody out separately.
Yeah.
And we keep our larger birds in with them too.
The ducks and
the
our
ducks
2 boys.
and the geese and all that, which also helps deter the hawks. But Amy opened up the gate to the
other side.
to the older pen.
Because the grass was getting tall.
The grass was getting tall, and she put the food and water out there. So the larger.
No, I put water. I didn't put the food.
Water. So
I
she
put water
out
so
there.
they stayed on that side.
They stayed on that side, so the younger chickens were staying over, and the hawk was able to pick one off.
Yeah.
That's the first time we lost a chicken to a hawk.
Yeah, we've been doing this about 2. Oh, excuse me, guys. 2 years.
Yeah, a little over 2 years. So. So we got the fowl pox going on. We harvest all of our herbs, so we have herbs hanging everywhere drying. And Amy is great. We got these little, so I got like oregano here. I don't know if you can read that. Oregano, pineapple sage. I keep a cornstarch in one of them, but we have thyme, we have mint.
What do you mean we have time? I have time.
So Amy's been,
now you have time because that honey-do list is getting shorter.
So we're getting stuff done that we were never able to really get to.
Mm-hmm. Did you need to check that? Careful. Almost.
A few more minutes.
A few more minutes.
So, all right, I'm gonna go put this in the sink and put some water on it so the dough don't turn to concrete. That looks like we've lost both of us here. Okay,
No.
I'm back.
I'm gonna take this.
You gonna take that down?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, only because now we got the huge leaf right here.
So anybody else got any questions on what we're doing, what we're planning on doing? Anything like that? We're open for questions.
Yeah, while we're waiting for the bread to proof. Oh, I spelled lucky wrong.
How do you misspell lucky?
You're talking to somebody who is not the world's greatest speller.
Yeah, well, neither am I. Spell check is what got me through college. I don't normally talk this much, so I am having some kombucha.
Yeah, there you go.
Amy's kombucha.
Yeah, because the batch behind you is pretty much ready whenever you're ready. Well,
Well, I'm always ready for more kombucha.
Yeah, well, I need the bottles.
Don't we have some bottles?
Yeah, we do. But right now you're hogging the kitchen, so I can't do anything.
Oh, excuses.
Do we have any other animals?
Well, we have a new outside cat.
Yeah. We don't know what happened with the neighbor, though.
We have a neighbor that we haven't seen in over a month. And we believe this cat might have been his and just got left.
Yeah. He
We're not
showed up
sure.
yesterday.
Yeah. Showed up yesterday, real skinny, very affectionate.
Oh, it was just loving up on us.
And has the weirdest little meow. And meow sounds more like a little itty bitty growl. But we fed him. We gave him some water. He hung around all day. It's a real cute little black and white cat. We named it Boots. We couldn't help but name it.
Yeah.
We named it Boots. We didn't know if it was going to hang around or not. It seems very healthy, just extremely hungry and skinny.
Yeah. And starving for attention.
Starving for attention. So we waited to see, because I've been wanting an outside cat anyways.
Yeah. And then what do we have inside?
Yeah, well, we have 3 cats inside. We have Marshmallow,
Which is all white.
who's all white with a bobtail. We have Halloween, which is all black. And we have Foxy, who is a Mancoon mix. We're pretty sure it has some Mancoon in it. Our 420 cat. And because she's so laid back. I mean, she acts more like a dog than a cat. But really super sweet. All of our cats are good cats. And we have Luna, which is my little dog. She's 5 pounds. Smaller than the cats, actually. But she's a real sweetheart. Real needy little dog. But, you know, she's a good dog. Sadie, we lost her. She ended up with bone cancer. She was our Mastiff, our English Mastiff, and beautiful, beautiful brindle, sweet as can be, was Braden's dog. I mean, he literally, when he was younger, could ride her. But we had to have her put down a few weeks before all this. So then we've got our geese. We've got 2 sets of turkeys. We got the Royal Palm, and we got the Gray Slates. Turkeys.
We have 20 ducks.
20 ducks, Peking ducks. Well, one of them is a mallard.
One's a mallard. And out of the 20, 5 are boys.
Yeah, out of the 20, we got 5 boys.
And then we got a whole mess of chickens, a variety.
Yeah, we got a naked neck, we got silkies.
No, we only have the one silky bantam.
Yeah,
That's
the bantam
little bit.
silky. We got Aracondas, Americanas,
Rhode Island
Reds,
black sex links, brown sex links.
Yeah, black sex links and golden sex links.
We got a California white.
Yeah, California white.
Longhorn or long leg.
We believe our rooster Stupid is a white leghorn.
Yeah.
We
got a Jersey Giant.
A Jersey Giant.
A black one.
Oh,
and Phoenix turned out to, instead of a girl.
And Phoenix, our mystery chicken, was when we bought it. It was supposed to be a what is the one with the pup? The Polish. It was supposed to be a Polish. It was no Polish. But beautiful, beautiful. And it was supposed to be female. They were supposed to be all pullets, but it.
Yeah.
This one turned out, they can't be 100% accurate, so. So we have that one, and then we have 14 Cornish cross. 9 of them are going to be butchered by next weekend.
Well, no, we got 15 in the brooder.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry.
And then 9.
So that's 24.
Yeah,
24
but 9
Cornish
are
cross.
going to be ready next week.
Yeah, 9 of them should be ready next week. They didn't grow as fast as they had been. This summer was so hot, I don't think they ate as much, so they didn't grow as fast as our other ones did.
Miss Wanda said, I mixed my rosemary, moringa, and oregano together to make some awesome spaghetti sauce.
Oh, yeah. Well, I put moringa in everything. It's in our eggs. I put that in our spaghetti sauce. I made lasagna last night.
Oh, that was good. We're having that
You
again
know,
tonight.
so I didn't put any rosemary, but I put oregano in it. And I did some Italian seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
I got a little bit of that. I'm trying to use up the bottles too.
Yeah.
You know, the old spices so that we can go to. I don't believe in wasting stuff, so.
Ozark Mountain Goats wants to know about alligators.
They are all over Florida. We've had 2 of them on our property. One of them was
In the pen.
the last one was in the pen. It was probably not quite 4 foot long.
I can't believe I walked right by it.
Yeah.
I'm glad it didn't snap at Luna.
Yeah, Luna walked up to it and it's hissed at Luna. That's the only reason that Amy saw it.
Mm-hmm.
They can climb fences. That's the only way I could find that it got in. It had to have climbed.
It had to. We found the trail. I found it walked along the fence line because all of the grass along the back fence was trampled down.
Yeah, so.
And then then the trail disappeared. So I'm thinking it had to.
So I guess it found the spot it thought it could climb, but it climbed into the old chicken pen, and luckily Amy hadn't let them in there yet to eat the grass. But she was going to let them in there that day, so we probably would have ended up losing a chicken to an alligator.
Yeah.
And then last year, after one of the hurricanes, we had one in our...
It was Irma.
Yeah, it was Irma.
Mm-hmm.
We had an alligator that was... maybe
came up from the swamps out back.
Yeah, there's swamps a couple properties back. Probably came from that pond out there, but
he was small though.
Yeah, he was just under, I think he said 28.5 inches is what the trapper said.
26.
26. We could go back and look in the video, or if you wanted to go check it out.
What marshmallow?
So that is that might be a slightly unusual predator we have. I think the guys in Louisiana, they should know about it too, in Georgia and any of the southern United States. They've got the same predators.
Yeah. Living Miracle Homestead states they're getting Cornish cross as soon as they send them out.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, it is nothing like the Cornish cross you buy in the store. 'Cause the big factory farms, they just literally have them in these gigantic buildings. Artificial light, nothing but bedding, and with food and water, and they're cramped in there. I mean, it's unbelievable. I have done some work in those too. It's not.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same. The meat, you actually have to, because they eat the bugs, they eat the grass, they get natural sunlight. The meat is just so much better than the bland stuff, the bland meat you get in the stores. So you will enjoy the Cornish cross.
Yep.
Just watch them when you first get the chicks, because they seem to... we've lost this last time we didn't lose one, but the first couple times we got them, we lost one chick on each batch. So for the first week, we keep them in the house so we can keep a close eye on them instead of putting them out in the brooder out back. They are outside brooder. Let's see what else. And apple cider vinegar and honey in their water for at least the first day or two.
Yes.
That has helped us. Since we started doing that, we haven't lost a Cornish cross,
Yeah.
a chick.
Yep. The city state goes, they taste good. Living in Miracle Homestead. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, definitely let us know, because everybody's experience is different, so it's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't like them the first time they were growing out. They're just.
Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for them about the last week of their life because they eat, they walk a little bit, rest, and they seem to don't walk more than about 10 feet before they have to stop and take a break, especially the roosters. The roosters just get huge fast. I think we only have one rooster on this batch. That might be why they don't look like they're as big as the ones that we've gotten before.
Well, I think next time when we do it, instead of just getting a mix, we ought to just get all roosters. That way they get.
Yeah,
nice
I think
and
we're going to
plump.
probably order them from Myers Hatchery, or if any of you guys know of a good hatchery to order them from.
Maybe something more local.
Maybe something more local to the south here, the southeast part of the United States. A good hatchery. Let us know in the comments, or in our Facebook group or anything like that. Really, Joker. But
Yeah,
yeah,
other than expanding.
after the first batch of Cornish cross, we kind of got used to them. We really felt sorry for them at first, but we give them a better life than they would, in one of those big, giant.
Did you need to check that bread?
Yep.
Easy. Take your time. Take your time. Don't fall.
I'm not going to fall, especially on camera. That would be a little bit embarrassing.
She got a mix from Tractor Supply. Yeah.
That is
There.
one good thing I like about buying from Tractor Supply or Rural King.
Or Roll King, yeah.
We've got them from both.
They're very healthy looking.
Yeah, and
they take care
they've
of it.
already been shipped. So any of them that died, and you usually don't get them on the very first day, so they've already taken care of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that is when they seem to die the fastest and the easiest, is in the first few days. So, and we haven't lost any from Tractor Supply that we've bought.
Well, no, that and
We've
Rural
only
King.
gotten the heritage chickens from Tractor Supply, but we've gotten chickens from Royal King too. And I believe somebody told me that Tractor Supply even guarantees the chicks at first. If they die, you can bring them back. I don't know. We've never tested that.
We've never had a problem.
Yeah.
So.
That's one good thing about buying them at those stores is, they've already lived a few days, and that's when they seem to be the most susceptible to dying, at least in our experience.
Yeah.
We are not experts. Another funny story about the Cornish cross is when we first got some chickens 2 years ago, and we had them for a while, and we were getting a few eggs, and Amy wanted a rooster. So I went up to the local auction looking for a rooster. And I'm waiting, and they go through with these auctions. They'll bring a whole bunch of chickens and they'll stick them up on the thing, and they'll bid, and you're bidding on the price of a single chicken. Well, the price was higher than what I wanted to pay. I'm a cheapskate. All right, so I didn't want to pay that much for a chicken. So I waited. So then they came in again, and this time they'll separate any of them that's left. They'll separate into bunches. So there was like 4 bunches of something like 5 or 6 chickens per bunch. And you bid on 5 times the money, which is if it's $5 and there's 5 chickens, that's $25 that you have to pay $25 for all 5 chickens. So I'm like, okay, so they bid, and it goes up a little higher than I wanted because I only wanted a rooster. And everybody goes up and they separate them out, and there's one batch left with 5 chickens. And one of them was a rooster, stupid. White chicken, and there was 4 white hens. And I'm thinking, okay, if this goes cheap, I got it dirt cheap. Nobody wanted them. I think I paid, a total of $10.
Yeah,
it was like $2 a chicken.
yeah.
I was like, I can't even get chicks for that. So I'm like, okay, I get there and I get up close and I get like, these are some strange looking chickens because they had some hens in there. I was like, they don't look like any chickens I ever saw. We're new to this, we didn't know much about chickens at that point. So I put them in the cage. I'm so happy, I got 5 chickens for the price that I was willing to pay for one rooster.
Right.
So I come home and I show Amy, and she comes out there and she looks at the rooster the next morning because I didn't want to let him loose with the other flock. And so she looks at the next morning, she looks at the rooster. Oh, he's pretty. What the hell kind of chickens are those? And I'm like, I don't know. And we're looking, on Facebook at people selling chickens, and we ain't finding no chickens that look like this, pictures of chickens. But we're not looking at commercial chickens. We're looking at, heritage breeds. And it's like, they walk weird. They wobble when they walk, and
They're stocky and feathering weird.
And this is the first time we got fowl pox in, and they got wiped out quick, and we was sad. And then we found out later on, after we decided to buy Cornish cross and watching some videos on Cornish cross, because we're like, okay, what kind of meat birds? Because we did try to butcher one of our heritage chickens and cook it, because we had some roosters at first. That's why we wanted a new rooster, because the roosters that we got in the flock to begin with, because they were straight runs, were mean and nasty.
Oh yeah.
So we butchered them all, and I'm so happy. I, put a few of them in the freezer right away. I didn't let them rest overnight in ice water or anything. So
back to the chicken story.
Okay,
You've gotten off track.
I got off track. Sorry about that. But we finally figured out what we had. So for like 2 months.
We didn't know.
We had these Cornish cross walking around, and they were probably close to ready to butcher to begin with. So it might not even have been the fowl pox that killed them. They may have just died of natural causes because their bodies just can't handle it.
And then Coco turned out to be
Coco.
Red Ranger.
It was 6. It ended up being 6 chickens in there. So I guess it was even less than that, because we had this one brown chicken we thought was it was smaller than all the other ones, and we thought it was a
female.
A female Rhode Island Red, because it looked like a Rhode Island Red when it was little, but it grew.
And it was friendly.
And it was friendly. It used to chase Amy around.
No, it would just follow me. It wouldn't chase me.
Well, follow her around and pick at her toes wasn't attention. Sweetest chicken you ever seen. And it turned out to be a rooster. And we found out that it was a Rainbow Ranger.
Yeah.
And
we didn't know that either.
We didn't know that either. But that's why it grew so fast compared to the other chickens that we had that were around the same age.
So Stupid is the only original one from the auction.
Yeah. But so we had 2 roosters. They kind of started fighting a little. And
but Coco would hide in the corner.
Yeah, Coco, we thought, I heard Rainbow Rangers were, good foragers and looked out for predators. Not Coco. he would go hide. He wouldn't warn anybody. He'd go hide. He didn't try to protect any of the hens. And Stupid, even though he's not the brightest, he got the name Stupid by jumping into Sadie's pen.
A lot.
Yes. We had to save him several times before he finally learned the lesson. And, but anyways, so we ended up butchering Coco, which, that was because Amy was pretty close to Coco. But Coco turned out to be pretty good chicken. All right, let's check our breads.
Are you going to bring them down?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Living Miracle Homestead says they have to stay away from roosters because she's in the city.
Yeah, a lot of places won't
Yeah.
allow your roosters.
But at least you can get the hens and get eggs. Well,
All right,
they
guys.
came up pretty good.
Yeah, this one was bigger than the other
Make
ones.
sure you can see them.
Here's our bread. Now they'll rise even more.
That one's big.
This one, I made that loaf a little bigger. So these are going to go into the oven at 425 for 12 minutes. Oh, you know what?
I would say, didn't you have to do a wash on that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Amy, you're supposed to be keeping me straight.
You're telling somebody who can't cook? You okay?
Yeah, I just moved too fast.
All right.
Sometimes I get feeling so good, I almost forget I have vertigo. And then I move too fast. And where is it? All right, we got our egg wash.
Is this lined up so they can see?
Turn
Turn it
I'll
towards
hold.
you.
No, that's good right there.
Right there? Okay.
We got our egg wash. And what I do is just real lightly see, I don't. This recipe didn't say to add any water
That's
to
okay.
this egg wash. I don't like that. I'm gonna add a dab of water.
Okay, add some water.
Because I don't want fried egg on my bread. And that's what you're going to end up with. Do this real lightly.
All right, now we're gonna add them.
All right.
Well, open up your door first.
Well, let's do this. There we go.
They can see it.
Now you can see the oven. And I got my little pizza thing in there. That's a Pampered Chef pizza thing. I put bread on it. There's
Pizzas.
these kind of fell.
That's
a little
okay.
bit. I hope they rise up again. We're going to set
For how long?
12 minutes.
Yeah, put your goggles.
My goggles?
Put your goggles on.
How do you guys like my retro oven here?
I'm still gonna mount it to the wall.
We got to put it in the wall. Like I say, this is one of my honeydew lists. But we had been using toaster ovens for over 2 years. What, 3, 4 years? when we first got here, because we don't use my big stove, the oven in it, in the summertime. We only use it in the wintertime because it just produces so much heat. But I was looking for an older oven that's all dials, no digital. Here in Florida, we have so much lightning that's one of my calls that I go to all the time is people are having problems. People are having problems. Get over here where you can see me. People are having problems with their ovens and their stoves after a bad storm or a lightning strike, power outage. Then it comes back on, and all of a sudden their stove and their oven doesn't work. I get a call because they say that for me to check their outlet, and half the time they've already had a service guy come out there and look. So I go out there and I pull the stove out, I check their outlet, the power is perfect, and it's the board, the electronic board, the digital and all that, and the oven goes out through lightning strikes, and it doesn't even have to be a strong or a small surge.
Somebody wants your attention.
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Take your glasses off. Yep. So
yeah. When I look down, I look through my bifocals, and that's one of the things that really triggers that. But finally, $50 off of Facebook Marketplace. Exactly what I wanted. It's a little smaller. Oh, it's not a full-size oven. This is out of a manufactured home from the 70s, but it works. It works perfect. Yes, Halloween. I will give you attention.
Let's see here.
Now I gotta go wash my hands.
Yeah, Lynn. Well, here, let's turn this easy.
Halloween's trying to kill me. She's trying to take me out.
Miss Lynn says toaster ovens are awesome, and she keeps her pizza stone in the oven at all times too.
Yeah, I love the pizza stone.
Yeah, when Halloween wants attention, she won't stop meowing at you.
If you don't give her the attention, she will not shut up. While I'm here, let's check this out.
Ooh.
It still has a little bit to go.
A little bit more?
A little bit more.
Now, are we also going to cook those too, or are you going to freeze the balls?
You know what? Let's freeze the dough. Mm-hmm. I'll go ahead. And what I'm going to do is make, because I want to see how. What we're going to do is want to have one of these loaves fresh, and then I'll take and freeze the other two loaves, and see how they handle being frozen. Because we absolutely love the milk and honey bread that I make, but once it's frozen, it's just way too crumbly. It makes great loaf bread when it's fresh, cooked fresh. But I want to see how this does freezing. If this does really good freezing, then I'll probably make a bunch of it up and freeze it. And when we just want to have nice, good, fresh bread, we'll make some milk and honey. Or if we're in a hurry, I can just take, I'm going to make some of the loaves, just the dough. I'll raise it twice, make it into, the dough size, a pan size log, and freeze it. So in the morning, we can take it out, throw it into a loaf pan, and stick it on top of the freezer with a towel over it. And once it thaws out and rises, we can just throw it in the oven, and we can have fresh bread that way. So if I want to be lazy, that's our plan. We'll see how it works out.
Yeah. Did you need to move this so that way you can set the...
Yeah. Put this back up.
And there's where the towel went.
Well, yeah, that's the
I know, the proofing towel.
perfect towel. Okay.
Still doing okay?
Yeah.
Do you need to put the eggs out?
Yeah, because I'm not going to use it on other loaves.
City Side goes, I love our toaster oven. Almost cried when it broke.
Yeah, I was using 2 of them at one time.
Sheesh.
But they just were not big enough
For the bread.
for the bread. They'd either be too, when they rose, they would be too close to the burners, and I'd get burn marks on top. It didn't get up to the temperature that I wanted because I really wanted to make some artisan breads, you know, some sourdough bread, and I tried it out in the because my stuff wouldn't fit in the toaster ovens. So I did it out into the barbecue grill a couple times, and it worked. Just not worked well.
Well, you did it in your Dutch oven, right?
Yeah, I did it in my Dutch oven. Now, I will say this. The bread had a really cool smoky flavor to it.
Yeah.
From the charcoal, which I really enjoyed. But, you know, even though I was trying to get the temperature up, I couldn't regulate it. And it would either, the temperature would be too low and it wouldn't brown or rise inside it like I really wanted to, or it would get too hot and it would burn the bottom of the bread. I never got that right.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, I got tired of using up charcoal trying to get it right. That actually made for some pretty expensive bread. I need to build a charcoal generator so we can make our own charcoal. I need to get a couple different sizes of 55-gallon drums. Because we get enough branches and I cut enough stuff, I can make my own charcoal. And I love oak charcoal.
Miss Lynn goes, my daughter-in-law has a wall oven. The best thing about that is I never had to bend over to use it. It was at the right height. This one is, it's a little bit too tall for me because.
But it's perfect for me.
Yeah, it's perfect for you, but I can't reach in because the door comes right to my armpit, and I'm afraid of singeing myself.
Well, you're, vertically challenged.
Yeah. City State goes, milk and honey. Have you made a video with that recipe? I
think we did. I'm almost sure I made a milk and honey video.
If not, the next time we do it, we'll video it.
Yeah.
So.
It's some really good bread. It's not like Hawaiian bread. It has its own type of flavor, but it is really good and really. I'm almost 100% sure I did the milk and honey.
We can always double
check. But we'll
check.
look. If we don't, we'll put one up.
Yeah.
Do you guys like our cooking videos?
Yeah.
If you do, we can do more of those too.
Different ones.
It doesn't seem like we get a whole lot of views on them, but we do get some. They're not the best or most popular videos, anyways.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay. We'll have to do another red sorrel because I'm getting ready to harvest the red sorrel here soon.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm. Make our red sorrel tea again.
I want to dry a bunch of it too so that we can have it.
I can do that.
So we can have it later on.
We can dry some and freeze some because even the ones in the freezer came out great last year.
Because I like it hot with spices and a little bit of liquor. But that's probably not going to happen anymore.
Not right now. We're broke folks.
Well, not only that, I don't think alcohol would work very good with my vertigo.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
So I'm pretty much alcohol free for now on. I did take a sip of your wine the other night, though.
Yeah.
One sip. It's like, yep, I like that.
Yeah.
But let's see. What else has been going on?
Oh, we got let's see. Other than just general stuff. We got all of our fall planting done.
Yes. We got to do a video on that.
We already got sprouts. Yes. Excited.
We're excited about that. Hopefully we get carrots, because we didn't get carrots in the spring when we tried to grow them, but I think we planted them way too late.
Yeah.
I think it was too hot for them.
We got all of our planting done yesterday.
Yeah,
So.
I got a lot more trees put in the food forest. Started phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of cassava planted out there.
We moved the fig tree.
Moved the fig tree out
we
there.
We got to do cuttings. I got to do a cutting of the figs so I can...
we'll do that. And I want to do a whole bunch of cuttings of the passion fruit. We have purple passion fruit. Mm-hmm. This is its first year, so we haven't got any fruit off of it. But I want to make a bunch of cuttings off of that for next year, because I want to grow those up my oak trees. Mm-hmm. So that because once they're, you don't have to pick them from the tree.
Oh,
there's the buzzard.
There's the buzzard. Let me turn you guys.
So.
Can they see everything?
Yeah. So now I got to turn it down to. Yeah, they can see it.
Okay.
So now I got to turn it down to 350.
For how long?
That's a good question. It says not to take it out. 350, I think it's 12 minutes. No, 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes, or until it sounds hollow. There we go. We're set. I gotta peek at it. Smells really good. It looks good too. All right, let's check out
how that one's doing.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh. Well, did you need to unplug it?
Well, I'll unplug it too.
Yeah.
If you guys don't have an Excalibur dehydrator and you bake your own bread, get one. Those things are great. I wish we got a larger one.
Yeah, well, that one I got it was after Christmas sale.
Yeah.
Or no, pre-Christmas. It was a Christmas sale at with Lehman's.
And oh my gosh, I love the Lehman's catalog too, but it dehydrates so good. We have another dehydrator up there that's been sitting on the shelf that we've never taken down since we got this one. So punch it down again. Get it all punched down. Flour worked up here. Let me turn that just a little bit so they can see me a little better here. All right. So, out. This can go in the sink.
Yep. I think I'm gonna make you clean up the kitchen today.
Wait, now that's not our deal. That's not our deal.
Why? You got plenty of time now.
What's that got to do with the price of watermelons in China? Let's try this like this. Oh yeah, getting this down to a science now.
Now, after you roll them up in zip, are you gonna roll them up in plastic wrap first and then put them in a Ziploc bag, or?
No, they should freeze just fine, and we should
Okay.
be able to separate them.
Okay. I was just.
Before I got into, before we got together, I love fresh baked bread, but with being, having my son half the time and trying to work and all that, I never had time to actually make it. So I would buy the frozen loaves
Mm-hmm.
in Walmart.
Oh, already pre-made.
Yeah, already pre-made. You know what? Just in case, I'm afraid you might be right. They may actually stick together. So, see, that's why I keep her around. Some of you guys might say she's bossy, like some of the comments that we've got,
Oh, that's okay.
but she keeps me straight. And that is a full-time job. Alright. Now what I'm going to do, put one like that. What was my plan here? Put one like that. Put one like that.
Say I'm not bossy.
No. Well, you are, but you're just the right amount.
Miss Lynn says it's teamwork.
Yeah. Need to plan this out better. That works. All right, come on, get in there so I can see it.
Are you able to get it closed?
Yep.
Got all the air out of it?
Nope.
Oh, there's Luna.
All right. 3 lows. Why won't this stick together?
You want me to do it? Get it? It might. Did you?
Yep, I
Oh,
got
you
it.
got it?
I'm gonna say, I can build a computer from scratch. I can build a house. I weld everything, but I can't close a Ziploc bag.
So you put it in the back corner there.
Okay.
That way it's not. Easy, honey, easy.
It bent down too fast.
You need to.
I'm
Are you
okay.
okay?
I'm okay.
All right.
Sorry about that, guys. When I'm feeling really good, sometimes I move too fast. All right, let me see this bread.
See bread. Hey guys. Let's check it on the bread. It hasn't been 15 minutes, has it?
No, but this oven is an older oven, and I really need to get a rack thermometer in there and put in it just so that I
Yeah.
can test the temperature in the oven with what it says on the dial,
All right.
just to make sure.
Montana Life or Mountain Life Montana wants to know what kind of bread, anything being added like cheese or garlic.
Not on this bread. This is just strictly white loaf bread for sandwiches, which I don't eat much of. My mom still likes sandwiches. Amy eats sandwiches. Braden eats sandwiches. I eat a lot of lettuce wraps because I don't need the carbs.
But you have made garlic.
Yes, I do make. I make garlic or bread sticks that I make up ahead of time, and I like to use the milk and honey bread for that. I also, and what we do is it seems to do a lot better than the loaf bread of the milk and honey because I don't cook it 100% of the way. It's almost done, but not quite. Then I freeze it, and then when we have dinner, I just take it and I throw it on the pizza stone. And it heats up, and it seems to, it's kind of like those brown and serves. I make it like the brown and serve buns, that you buy in the store. And what I'll do is, like when we have spaghetti or lasagna, I'll bring one stick out per person.
Mm-hmm.
Put a little butter on top, a little garlic, a little paprika.
Careful, don't hit it.
Yeah, knock my kombucha over. And, put a little, season it up a little bit, maybe some Parmesan cheese. Put it on the pizza stone and for 5-10 minutes. Pull them out, and it's like fresh breadsticks.
Miss Lynn says, don't sweat the small things. And Mountain Life Montana, I like garlic cheese and make a Texas toast out of it with fettuccine dishes. 4
Ooh.
fettuccine dishes. Sorry. Ugh.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Oh, I bet that's good.
Now-
I can just smell it now.
Now, I also have a really good recipe for Italian bread. And we like to make garlic bread out of that. And that actually freezes really good. Because I was actually, until Amy came up with this idea of making this bread, I was going to make loaf bread out of the garlic bread and just say, heck with it. We're going to have, because I like Italian bread anyways. But I've made hamburger buns out of the Italian bread. That was really good. And I'm actually thinking about making some small Italian rolls to use for like hoagie buns. But, again, that's going to be like a rare thing for us.
Yeah, so everybody's going, yummy. Oh, nice. Yeah, garlic bread. Boy, now I'm craving that. Maybe we ought to make some garlic bread with dinner tonight since we're having leftovers.
Well,
Leftover lasagna.
We got plenty of the breadsticks. I can pop it out. Put a little butter on. You know what? I think I'm going to do olive oil on top of it tonight. Olive oil, a little bit of garlic, and some Parmesan cheese. One of our favorite things that we used to eat all the time before we tried to get healthy is we have a dish that, where is that dish?
It's in the drawer underneath the microwave.
No, I'm not going to be able to.
It's a garlic.
Yeah, it looks like a
rubber.
little saucer. It's a handmade saucer. We got it at a wine festival. And it was handmade on a wheel. And then the guy took a fork or some type of comb and made ridges in it. And what you do is you put a little bit of olive oil in there, extra virgin preferably, and some seasonings, Italian seasoning, spices, little pepper, chili flake, anything like that. And then you take a whole piece of garlic and you run that across those ridges. And it infuses that garlic into that olive oil, and you just dip the bread, and we'd get some good Italian bread, and it was nothing for us to go through a loaf.
Yeah, and then we'd be like, "What's for dinner? I don't know. I'm full."
Yeah, then there wouldn't be no dinner. That would end up being the dinner.
Yeah. Mountain Life Montana hoagies, good for a steak and cheese like Philly, or even a Cuban flatbread.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh,
like your
yeah.
Cubans.
I love my Cubans. Now that is what I want to find, is a good Cuban bread recipe. Because you just can't use any Italian bread. I mean, you might get away with it for a Cuban, but you know, you come down here to Florida and get your Cuban sandwiches. The Cuban bread is nice and crusty on the outside and chewy, and then you heat it and press it. Oh, so good. When I lived out of state, for several years. There was two things that I did as soon as I hit Florida. The first thing I did is stop and get boiled peanuts. And that's a big thing here in the South, especially Florida. And the second thing was find the first Cuban restaurant and get me a Cuban sandwich. All right. Oh yeah. Sounds hollow.
I hope they can see that. Ooh.
Looks pretty good.
Mountain Life Montana shared our feed on Facebook and Twitter, and he says he wants to get more people in here to break bread. He goes, my daughter's in Tampa going to USF.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, very nice.
I know exactly where that is. I used to live in Thanona-Sassa, not too far from Tampa.
Here, make sure that they can see the bread. Because you just pulled, I know you just pulled out. Move your kombucha. There you go. That way you don't knock it over. Ooh! Oh, that looks good.
There it is.
Ooh.
Let me put it over here. Can you see that? Now.
Oh, Michelle's on. She goes, I will lose signal traveling, but trying to watch, just figured out how to find the live over on YouTube. I don't know how to share the live stream on Facebook.
Hi, Michelle. Michelle is amazing. She took care of me at South Lake.
So it looks delicious.
She is an amazing manager.
Yes.
I don't think South Lake would run without her. I don't know what they would do. I never liked it when she went on vacation. I was gone at all. All right, so we're going to take this first one. I'm going to sit these other two.
Can they see everything?
No.
Okay.
Why don't you take the camera and you can...
You want me? Well, see, I won't know where I'm pointing.
See, this is the reason. Can you guys see that? How orange it is? That's why I wanted to put water in it. That's why I put water. It looks like there's a fried egg on top.
Oh, that's the one you did without the water?
That's the first one, but how the recipe said to do it. And
now hold up this one to show. So that way they know.
And now look at this one. I done with the water. It's smooth, even color. It don't look like somebody scrambled an egg on top of your bread.
All right. Michelle goes, oh, thanks, but you make it easy, and I think
Look
you
at
and
that.
Amy rock. She goes, OMG, that looks so good. Take your time, honey.
I am.
He's still dealing with the bout of vertigo / Meniere's disease. So
Yeah.
we're just waiting on going to a specialist. So
And I've been up moving around. If I get up and I move around a
Too
lot,
fast.
I've been here. Yeah. The more I get up and move, it gets a little worse. And I think I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to take a break soon. All right, Amy. Let me see here. Brayden.
Why?
Come here, baby.
want a piece of bread? piece of bread. He loves bread. Let me take my glasses off.
I don't like cutting that.
Here.
Can you get me a cutting board?
Yes.
One of the medium-sized ones.
Bread. Okay,
Hold on. Daddy made fresh bread.
Here, you want them on this side? Here, come over here, Brad. In the corner. There you go.
All right, let's do Braden's
Yep.
bread first. Because Braden does not like his food hot. So we cool it all. Oh, wait a minute. You don't like butter on your bread either, do you? You want this with butter or not?
I don't know.
Well, go ahead and let him try it.
Yeah, try it.
It melts.
I won't, yeah.
Yeah, see, it's disappearing.
Hold that, let it cool some. Now this is the first time trying this bread. But it has great texture. This is going to make some good sandwich bread. Just going to have to make bigger loaves.
All right.
Amy.
Oh, here, I'll come in. Since I've been monitoring everything.
Well, we was going to do a taste test, but Braden couldn't wait. He went
Braden?
straight to the table and started.
Is it good, Braden? He's shaking his head yes.
He isn't a big speaker.
No. Oh, that butter's just melting.
All right. So, first try of this bread recipe.
Now, this is the one I picked out because I made it years ago in my apartment before we met. He's never tried it before.
So
you tell me.
all right. Oh yeah.
Good?
That's good.
Oh.
I was a little skeptical of it.
So good.
Because I usually like the bread recipes that have like an egg in it, or, but
But this is really close to regular white bread. that you
yeah,
get in the
this
store.
is so close to white bread that you'd buy in the store, but hot and fresh.
Oh, guys, this is great. We'll definitely, when we get a moment, we'll post a link to this in the description for this live feed, so that way, come back a little bit later, you can check out the description for it.
That was so good. You want to get the tablet and read the last comments, because I'm about ready to shut down. I got to take a break.
Yeah, let me see what we got here.
I need to eat this and take some more of that medicine, because I'm
Yep,
really
that's
getting
okay.
dizzy.
All right. Let's see here. Clementine. Mountain Life, Montana. Look at them faces. You know it's good. Runaway Homestead. Just never. Oh, they're talking about. They're going through about trying to go live. Mountain Life, Montana. Hot, fresh bread is the best. Miss Lynn. Common, you're killing me now. LOL.
Sorry about it. It's so good. Oh.
Did you like it, Braden? Yeah? He's shaking his head, so.
All right, guys.
Want more bread?
I'll cut you another piece.
You can have another one, baby.
High five. All right.
So we're
You wanna
gonna
say hi? Say hi to
come
everybody.
around here and say hi to everybody. You gonna say hi? Say hi, Foresters.
Right there. Look at me. See, look at me.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming in and joining us.
Yes.
We were a little worried about doing this first live. The live that we did with, the interview we did with Two Family Homestead kind of broke us in, and we was kind of nervous we wouldn't know what to talk about.
No. You guys have been great. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us for this long, making bread and just chit-chatting.
So we will see you guys next time. And yeah, we're going to do another one.
Yep, we'll do another one. Don't know when, but we will be doing another one.
Yeah, we'll post it. So remember, bake something for your family.
Bye, guys.
Stop. I think it stopped.
One more bread.
Okay, hold on.
Let me see. Yeah, they go. I can almost smell it.